Hey gamers, Maniac here with GameAccess.net. Well, I shot the unboxing, and I'm sure that a lot of you are probably thinking to yourselves, wow, that's all that comes in the deluxe edition of the Wii U. How the heck do I hook this thing up? Well, stay tuned because we're going to show you exactly how to do it. Okay, the first thing that you're probably going to ask yourself is, how the heck do I get started hooking this thing up? Well, we got that settled for you. Well, the first thing you're going to need to have hooked up is going to be your console. So, this right here is the Wii U console. As you can see in the back, there are three major inputs that we're going to have to get this thing wired up into the TV. One is going to be the HDMI connection, the other is going to be the power connection, and the final is going to be the sensor bar connection. Well, the unit comes with HDMI cable, and if you've got yourself a brand new HDTV, then you'll basically just need to use this. If you do not have a high definition television, then you're going to need to use the cable that comes with the Wii, whether it be a Wii progressive scan cable or a Wii standard definition cable. The cables are compatible with the Wii U. It does not come with standard or progressive scan cables, only HDMI. So be aware of that when you're buying yourself a Wii U. Make sure you got a high definition television to hook it up, or else you're going to need some extra cables. Second thing we're going to need is, you'll notice that there's two chargers. Which charger do we use? The smaller charger with the smaller brick with an output that looks very similar to a 3DS output goes to the Wii U controller. That's the charge cable for the Wii U controller. We're not going to need that right now. The other cable that we have with a much larger brick and a much larger port for power is the cable that we're going to need as well. Finally, we're going to need a sensor bar. This is an identical sensor bar to what we have in the Wii, for the Wii. And it basically works the same way. Finally, if you want it, we can put this thing up sideways. That's where these things come in. These are sideways mounts that hold the thing upside. It makes it a bit more easy to put on some shelves. Now you're probably asking yourself, what do I do first? My recommendation is the same as Nintendo's recommendation, that you charge up your Wii U controller. You can do that by simply grabbing the charger for it. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, which one is the charger for the Wii U controller? And it's this one, the smaller, with the smaller brick. As you can see here, it has a very unique port that goes to the top of the Wii U's controller, right there, next to the headphone jack. Plug in one end of the controller charger to the top right here until you hear it snap. There we go. And plug the other end into the wall. Now, if you're like me and you actually got a deluxe model Wii U, then you'll probably have also got one of these. This is a docking cradle for the Wii U controller. What you basically do is, you can see the charge port is in the right back, next to the, right behind the unit. You can simply plug the charge cable in as follows. Making sure that it goes in the right way. I had it in the wrong way. Until it snaps. You can plug this directly into the wall now and take your Wii U controller, making sure to line up the gold contacts on the bottom of it with the docking port, as so. If it's plugged in properly, you'll see a light. Now that we've got the Wii U controller charging, as you can see the charge light is on, let's hook up the Wii U. This is a close-up of the back of the Wii U console. The first two things you want to hook up are going to be the power and video connections. This is your power connection, and as you can see, you can take your AC adapter, which is marked yellow, and plug it in. Make sure to line up the tab so that it goes in properly. It will only go in one way, and it should snap right in place. The other one you want to make sure is having the video. If you are a high definition TV owner, you will need to have an HDMI connection to make use on the TV in order to make use of this connection. The Wii U only comes with an HDMI cable. If you do not have an HDMI port on your TV for whatever reason, you will need to buy or find yourself an original Wii cable for video output. But no need to worry about that for right now. So we got HDMI in place, we got power in place. Place the end of the power cable into your wall outlet. Make sure to connect the tabs, the larger ends and the smaller ends. Do not cross them. Plug the HDMI cable into the HDMI connection on the back of your TV. If you happen to use a surround sound system that makes use of HDMI, you can plug this into the back of your receiver box and have an output from the receiver box go into the TV. Otherwise, if you don't have a surround sound receiver that makes use of HDMI, just plug directly into the TV. The final thing you're going to want to hook up is the sensor bar. As you can see here, the sensor bar was going to have a very similar output as the Wii's did. What we're going to do is we're going to stick it in the sensor bar port on the back of the Wii U. Again, only goes in one specific way because it's notched. Once it locks in place, we're going to take the sensor bar and you must put it in front of the TV. Now, it has to be straight. You can either put it on top of the TV or you can put it below the TV. But you must have it straight. Now, for the purposes of this demonstration, we're just going to put it here. We're going to put it in a secure place in just a second. That's it. Your Wii U is hooked up. Enjoy. And I got more videos coming out very soon. So this is Maniac with GameAccess.net. Over and out. Well guys, I've got some great news for you. If you are a Wii owner and you want to transfer all your system data over to the new console from the old one, you actually can. All you need to do is download the transfer program both to your Wii and to your Wii U from the Wii U shop channel or the Nintendo Wii shop channel, whichever you prefer to call it. You're going to need to get your hands on an SD card with at least 512 megabytes of free memory and have both of them running at the same time and connected to your TV and to connect it to separate TVs. As long as you have that all set, you can actually run a transfer and transfer all your data and your Wii purchases to the new console. It's fantastic. I totally recommend it. Until next time guys, this is Maniac, over and out.